majesty, the splendor, the wilderness. Tonight, evening begins a week-long tour of the 49th state with a visit to Portage Glacier. Then, they're sexy, strong, and single. In Alaska, men outnumber women 6-1. We'll meet Susie Carter, publisher of a magazine guaranteed to bring wives to the last frontier.
I think every woman is a natural-born matchmaker.
And we meet Captain Jim Binkley, a riverboat captain running Alaska's wilderness rivers in his stern-wheeler. His great-grandfather started the business, and now he's handing it down to the next generation. Then we visit an island off the coast of Alaska to meet Marion Beck. This entrepreneur's become a wildlife mom, spending her free time nursing homeless baby seals. Tonight on Evening.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Evening from Alaska. This beautiful sight that you're looking at is Portage Lake. We are literally surrounded by icebergs and glaciers. I'm Brian Tracy.
And I'm Penny Legate. We're going to be spending the next week up here in Alaska, and we can't wait to share all of our adventures with all of you. You know, Brian, Alaska is the kind of place that tends to attract people who seek the great outdoors, a challenge, independence. Now, this lifestyle up here has attracted more men than women. So it's created a little bit of a problem, a real shortage of women.
Well, Penny, that's a real big problem. Tonight you're going to meet Susie Carter, a housewife from Anchorage, Alaska, who thinks that she's come up with a solution. Now, if her idea works, Alaska is going to look a lot more attractive to women of the lower 48.
Alaska, the last frontier, land of adventure, a place of mountains, moose, and men. In fact, too many men and not enough women. The ratio is about 6 men to every woman, and in some areas it's as high as 20-1. Now, for a state that's known for its hardship as much as its beauty, how do you get women from the lower 48 to answer the call of the wild?
AlaskaMen.
If Susie Carter is successful, Alaska could become the state of matrimony. This mother of 9 has created a slick magazine called AlaskaMen. The magazine characterizes these men as a breed apart, an independent, adventurous lot. Susie hopes it will attract women to Alaska for its greatest natural resource.
I always like to tell people that originally Alaska had the gold, and that attracted people to Alaska that way. And then we had the oil, and that attracted people to Alaska. And now we've got our men, and we're hoping to attract people to Alaska with our men.
Our magazine sell, though, if we put him on the front cover? I really think he should be on the front cover. Oh, come on. I'm serious. I really am.
Susie and her all-female staff sift through hundreds of pictures and letters. Single men hoping to be featured in the magazine. Most of these guys are marriage-minded, and some have definitely been out in the bush for a long time. A very long time.
Yeah, a lot of times they have some funny pictures, carrying deers or kissing moose. Just funny pictures, but I think those pictures are great.
And Susie will rely on some less than scientific methods for finding those eligible males.
And I must admit, even when the mailman comes, I ask him if he's single. I'm sure they wonder, there must be a crazy lady living there.
Well, let's take a closer look at this mail order catalog and meet our cover guy, Bachelor number 1. Peter is on the cover of this premiere issue because he embodies a spirit of adventure. He's an emergency room doctor, a mountain climber, and a high-altitude medical specialist. It was while he was doing research that Peter became the first American to reach the summit of Mount Everest alone.
Oh, there I was alone on the summit of the highest point on the planet about 3:30 in the afternoon. The shadows were starting to get long, and it was exhilarating for a few minutes. And then it was worrying about getting down. I knew coming down would be the hard part.
And it was almost the last thing Peter would ever do. On his descent, he started to fall.
Well, I'll never forget exactly what I was thinking. The first was that, my God, this can't be happening to me. I've never had a fall like this, and now is not the time to do it. The second thing was, it's so easy to die.
Miraculously, Peter survived to tell about his adventure. He'd be on top of the world now if he could find that certain someone to share his life.
The woman of my dreams is intelligent, attractive, athletic. Kind of sounds like almost any man's ideal woman, you know.
And here's what a couple of the other men from the magazine are looking for in a woman.
Somebody who wants to investigate with me the things that Alaska has to offer. The scenery, the hiking, the canoeing, the skiing, the outdoor sports. That's the type of woman I would really like.
5'10", 115 pounds. College educated, and someone that likes a challenge.
These three guys are hoping to appear in the next issue of Alaska Men. Their standards for a woman are pretty basic.
Preferably breathing. Female.
A human woman.
Well, Yukon Jack didn't make the cut. Turns out there's a Mrs. Yukon. But Chuck's chances are good. He'd love to turn a woman's heart to mush.
Given that she would be with someone, myself, for example, who would take her on a ride with my dog team through 15-degree below zero weather, but still keep her warm in my heart and hopefully in hers.
Susie has her own Alaska husband and loves to get people together through the magazine. She says it's her favorite part, and it's something that just comes naturally.
I think every woman is a natural-born matchmaker. I mean, just about every woman I've ever met, or mother, has always done some matchmaking, and for some reason I just do it a little bit more than other people.
Susie's matchmaking paid off for this couple. Bill Casto and Kathy Arnstead both work in police business. She spotted Bill in the magazine and contacted him through Susie. This is their first meeting, and so far...
I like him. I think he's fun, he's witty, he's definitely good looking. But then, of course, we both know that.
And will they be seeing each other after today?
Oh, sure. Definitely.
Definitely.
We already got that covered. We already exchanged phone numbers.
House keys and...
So, ladies of the lower 48, if you prefer wildlife to nightlife, short winter days, and long summer nights, Alaska may be where your heart is, and maybe your man. Just be sure to pack a sense of humor and adventure, because in Alaska, just about anything goes.
That's one of the reasons we decided to do the magazine. We figured, what the heck, this is Alaska. You can do anything you want here. Let's try doing this magazine. And that's kind of the spirit of Alaska. It's the last frontier.